So he's got 32 more Zerglings on the way.
He did try sending a DT in, but that actually got picked off because he has the Overseer sitting right up here at the front with these 2 Spine Crawlers. Chimera is still actually ignoring this 3rd base. Defenses are finally going out for it, but he's had so much wasted opportunity to do something about it. The Loons are going to come in, and they're going to get the surround around these Stalkers. The Stalkers do have blink. He is able to blink back and win that engagement, and that's a time where I'm sure he's so thankful he had blink, because he could have lost everything right there.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things about Protoss. I mean, your micro is so important when you have blink on there, especially when you're going to get surrounded by that many Zerglings. We did just see a Spire finish up for Ricky, and he's got 1 Muta on the way, so he's finally realizing that the Zerglings may not be what he needs to rely on. He's looking for other options here. That expansion finally going down, Chimera taking it out, and still trying to make his way into that extra expansion, but I think he's just going to back off for now and nurse his wounds a little bit.
Yeah, we do have more Banelings and a Muta for Ricky, and it was, like I was kind of saying, this is an interesting combination. See Banelings against Protoss, or even see a light number of Mutas against Protoss. Generally, if we're going to go Mutas against Protoss, kind of go in a heavy number to really force them to respond to it.
Yeah, for sure, and still just sitting on 1 Mutalist right now, although he does have 3 more coming out, a bunch of Overlords coming out as well, and Zerg Flyer attacks coming down, so...
If he does have that Flyer attack, since he's getting so few Mutas and that upgrade, I almost wonder if pretty soon we'd see Hive Tech and see him go for some Broodlords. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, it's been a very ground-heavy army for both players, and certainly Broodlords could make short work of those Zealots. And a robotics facility actually just about to finish up for Chimera as well. So he might be finally looking to maybe get some Colossi or something else out, just trying to take them out as quickly as he can.
The engagement is going on here. The Banelings kill off quite a few Zealots, but didn't really do much else. The Stalker's going to be cleaning up. Chimera's just been dropping pylons as he's advancing. He now has 3 here in front of the base and dropping a 4th.
He actually blinked those Stalkers in. He's working on that expansion there. A bunch of Zerglings coming out of production, and all the ones coming out of the main base here. So those Stalkers are going to get surrounded and just absolutely eaten up. And actually, that kind of closed the gap a little bit on units lost. It's only about a 1,000 resource difference here, where previously Ricky had been down by almost 2,000. So he closed the gap by taking out those Stalkers again. Got to question whether or not Chimera is making the right call throwing them out. It's clear he wants to get rid of that expansion, but he just keeps losing a lot of Stalkers in the process.
If here come a whole warping of units, he's going to continue to put the pressure on. And you know, if you go to the units lost tab, Ricky is at almost 300 units lost, while Chimera hasn't hit the 100 yet, and that just shows really the cost difference of Protoss units versus Zerg units, because the difference economically is 10,000 to 12,000 minerals lost.
Yeah, you've got to figure too, probably 275 of those have been Zerglings. Or 276, of course, because they produce 2 at a time. But he's moving in again. Ricky had reclaimed that 2nd expansion, but Chimera taking out that Spine Crawler, looking to get rid of that too. Although Zerglings come from behind, trying to pick off those Stalkers, and he's just going to blink those back.
If the weapon upgrade 2 just gets done for Chimera, so he's at 0-2 now, while the Lings are about to get at 1-1.
Yep, and actually going to be 2-1 soon with that melee attacks coming up as well. And 42 more Zerglings coming out, so he's just pushing those Zerglings as hard as he can.
He is trying to do everything he can to not die right now. Being 2-1 is definitely going to give him an edge in this engagement. And especially with that many Zerglings, all he needs is a really nice surround. He needs to really be able to get this surround and then have a couple extra Lings to deal with all these proxy pylons, because that's allowing Chimera to reinforce this army.
Ground Weapons 3 coming out right now for Chimera as well. Some more Zealots warping in. I was just looking to see, I don't think he ever put a Roach Horn down, so clearly not a focus for him right now. He's trying to stick with those Zerglings as much as he can.
No, but he does get this run-by into this gold expansion. He's killing off all these probes. He decided that he can't handle the army head-on, so he's going to try to ruin the economy if he can.
Looks like we might be seeing a base trade here, because Chimera's doing the same thing up top. He's really trying to take him out. So I think at this point, you see Ricky taking out that pylon there, probably just going to try and put as much damage. Some good wall-ups, though, from Chimera in his own base, keeping those Zerglings there, picking them up with those few sentries. Meanwhile, his Zealots and Stalkers right now are just tearing through Ricky's base. It looks like it could be it for him, because those Zerglings are not going to be able to do enough, even with taking out that expansion.
This definitely looks like it might be the end for Ricky. He is going to get this natural expansion. Yep, there's the GG.
He gives it up. That was an exciting match. I don't think I've seen that many Zerglings in a long time.
So that means that Chimera will move on to the next round. He goes 2-1.